Hey guys, gals, and morons. Um, already did a video of this. I had a video. It's already been recorded, but we got a few updates on some stuff. So I was like, man, I'll just do another one. Um, I pulled these out of the car. These are the audio pipe. This is the little pods that were in the back behind the seats, and this is kind of what I have to go with unless I do something custom. Don't really have a choice just because of the room. And I'm trying to do, like I said, I'm trying to make this the cheapest. I don't know. I guess the cheapest one, the loudest little. I ain't gonna say the loudest. Maybe I can do the cheapest. Maybe the most impressive for the money. 16-year-old's car. Yeah, there's some dude out there. He's called the world's loudest 17-year-old. Well, I guess Miller gets to beat him because Miller's 16. So we're going to be the loudest 16-year-old kid. Yeah. In the base car with no name. Yeah, one that you can actually sit in and drive it. Yeah. He's done that dude, old 17-year-old, done went all extreme and jerked all the interior out and didn't do nothing but make a damn speaker box on wheels. That's what the hell he's got. Man, why'd you mess your car up, dude? Holy shit. So he sits out there with a cord hanging out the damn side of the car window, turning it up and down and shit. That's just getting to the point where I lose interest in car stereo right then. I mean, really, guys, come on, man. You ain't doing nothing but building a damn wagon. You got a wagon with wheels and a square box. That's all the fuck you got. You ain't got a damn car. Ain't nothing about that car. No. He left one door. Let's see the driver's door. He left it where you can open it, and it looks like a tin can. You got to sit there and hold it shut, and stand beside the car outside. Shit, man. We're gonna get in the car and turn the air conditioner on and the heat and roll the damn windows up. I ain't standing outside freezing with a bass knob. Hell no. No, we're going to sit in the car. If it rains and shit, you just crack the window a little bit and turn it up anyway. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so we're going to, I guess Miller's going to be the world's loudest 16-year-old's car. So stupid. Man, is that another micro record? I guess it's another micro record. We'll do that too. Whereas that is 16-year-old car. Yeah, but he can drive his shit. Yeah, we can drive ours and get, I don't know, 34 miles per gallon. Drive it to the store. Hell, I had groceries in it the other day. You seen that? It's in the floorboard. But yeah, what I did here is I took the little PPs. These are little PPs 8-inch subs, and they're too deep, like I said, for the actual pod. These are separated. I like these little boxes, man. They're like $50-something now. They're cheap now. I think when I got these, there was a little bit more money. But you see these little 8s right here only have, these are 4-holers. See them 4-holers? Yeah. That's little 4-holers. And then you can do, see how the basket's got 8-holers, but if you flip it over, it's really a 4-holer. But these are the shallow mount 8s, Pro Audio ones, and these are $29, man. $29. Now, here's the deal about these things. They're more shallow height-wise than the Neo. Yep, this Neo holds less power by 30 watts RMS. This is a mid bass, however. This is not a, this is a mid range, excuse me. This is a mid range, not a mid bass. Why does it feel like it's got a screw? Oh, that's glue. But this is a mid bass, and I might change up what's in the doors. I don't know with these maybe, but these are a little bit heavier, and I don't want that all that door weight. They're not much difference in weight, but I'm looking for a particular sound. That's what I'm looking for. So what I ended up doing was putting one of these spacers on like that. It's not glued or anything yet, and that gives me about another 3/4 of an inch from the vent to the back of the box, and this all gets filled in with screws and everything. That's where the wire went through. And yeah, that was C8 in, and let me tell you something, boy, it was in there like swimwear. Hell yeah, y'all see my man Pete from Real Good at Doing Stuff? He put on his title in there like swimwear. Hell yeah. Like what old Nolan does. But Pete's got some cool shit going on. Another thing, Patrick did a video. I watched it maybe like 50 seconds or something after it came out. I was like, I don't know, that's probably like one of the first people to even look at the damn thing. I commented on it after I watched it a couple times, I believe. I'm gonna send him some money, and Barevids did a video. Cool little video, man. Hi, Barevids. I like that guy. He's a cool dude. He done a video, and man, it came out right at the same time, just about, I mean, really close. I watched it the whole way through, and he did that little B2 subwoofer. He's got a cool little setup he built, man. No shit. I ain't lying. Y'all need to watch it. Watch Barevids' channel. He hadn't been on in a while, but he did a video with a real little tiny 2-inch B2 sub, and the other sub, what was it, Peerless? Yeah, he's got a Peerless that he tests with. And man, here's what's so damn funny, like I've been trying to say all along. It did a 50. Yeah, did it do a 50? One of them did a 50, and the other one did like a 40, mid 40, or like a 48. A 148. And that's converted basically like they're using math and all this kind of shit, and the size of the, I guess the size of the they're making it like a little car enclosure, kind of what it is, and they build a box that would be equivalent to, you're basically doing it size for size, basically the box size compared to the speaker size, and they're shrinking that down to what would be like the real world, and they using math to actually, it's kind of hard to explain how he's doing it, but they're using basic math to basically, it's not shrinking the numbers down, it's making it more realistic, more like what it would be in a real car, size for size. That's what they did. The fucking thing did a 50 with a 2-inch speaker, a Peerless, a 2-inch speaker. And here we got people, like I said, this is why these meters, I laugh about every meter, even those meters, even the ones he's using. Who's the person that tests what these meters do? I mean, somebody tell me who made the meter Bible? Who made it? Who's testing this equipment to make sure that it's accurate? Based off of what? What are we basing it off of? Are we basing it off some? I guess I'm gonna put it this way, not to be a dick or nothing, but when somebody says that, they're probably gonna be a dick. But hey, listen, this is true. Would you trust your life on a lot of this technology that's being introduced right now? And when I say that, I'm talking about that little SPL lab meter. He has one sitting there. No shit. Now he's not using that one to run his test with, I don't think. He's using a different one, I'm pretty sure. And even if he is using that one, it brings me to my point, which is, are we really trusting this stuff? I mean, I know it's to me, this stuff should be a tool to compare to, but not for it to be God's word or whatever, or it's the Bible or whatever. I don't believe in half that shit anyway. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to dumb it down a little bit. Would you trust? I don't know. Say this is the electronic pieces we're talking about. This right here. Would you trust this to save your life? In other words, if you needed to be on a ventilator and this is how a ventilator was made, would you trust your life on? Would you put your life on that? I'm gonna give you a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. No, you wouldn't. No, guys, listen to me. This equipment it looks cool and everything, and the numbers jumping around's cool and all that, and I get it, but I hate to tell you, in the real world of testing equipment, any kind of electronic equipment, the real world, meters that do that kind of stuff that are really good meters are $36,000. Some are $50,000. And I'm not saying that everything that's higher means it's better, because we can see that with the SMD shit. That don't mean anything. But in my opinion, this is just my opinion, there's been more thought in a lot of these $36,000 pieces of equipment that work on real electronics than something that's this big that literally cost China maybe $2 to make it. I'm not even playing. So I wanted to get that out of the way. The other update I have is Colin did reach out. I mean, he did today. He sent me an email. Hey, I'm not hiding anything, man. I'm not gonna say what's in that email. I'm gonna leave it. I'm kind of gonna leave it in his ball court. Basically, it's Colin, and if you watching this, man, I hope you make a good decision. But guys, this is kind of the way it went. I'm gonna try to narrow it down without giving out a whole lot of information. Colin did reach out. I think it was the second day after I sent him an email about the 5 amps that that are bad, and I sent him a picture of them, and I said, basically in the message was, Colin, man, you know this is an issue. Well, I don't have time to sit here and send you multiple emails like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the serial number. Here's this. Here's it. I basically said, Colin, you know the problem. I don't need to send you a separate email and separate addresses and or on separate different emails, 5 different claims. Let's just get this took care of. You know what I mean? Basically, like, man, do something. I don't have time. You're making things hard on the consumer, which I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about other people. And I want him to know, you have a problem, man, here, and you need to address it. And I know what he's doing as far as a company goes. I understand that he's trying to make a dollar. That's what most people's goal is in life these days, unfortunately, is to make a dollar. My one of my goals in life is to call out the bullshit. Now, I just showed you the video about the AI program, several of them that, and then this sounds bad, but it's the truth. This is not anything to do with race or nothing. This is calling it like I see it. I'm being a referee. People that were, I'm not going to say of color, man, because we're all colors. I'm going to say, if you were a black person and you watched that video and you heard the way that AI program responded to the different voice types, you even understood where I was coming from. So you can't call it a racist thing. You yourself noticed it. And this is happening all over the world. That AI program, if I said, "Hey, my name's Earl. How you doing there, young lady?" Basically, she would tell me to shut the fuck up pretty much and be rude. And then if you said, "Hey, how you doing? My amp's giving some trouble," she'd go, "Hi, how are you? How you doing?" And if you had something like that was not associated with a speaker, saying I was talking about her boob or something, she'd get rude. An AI program got rude. No different than a regular person. But you notice that when I was doing the little dude with the buzzer on the throat, "Hey, can you tell me who Welcome Back Carter is?" Welcome Back Carter was a TV show in the 70s. I knew this. I'm that old. So when and my parents used to watch the shit. And when I asked it, talking like this, that AI program literally said, "I don't know what you're talking about. This is about Surge Audio. I need to keep it to Surge Audio." And then when I went, "Yo, what the fuck? That my brother you talking shit to, bitch. What's Welcome Back Carter?" It immediately said, "Welcome Back Carter is a show from the 70s. And then I got on there as the damn guy with the vibrator on his neck, and I went, "Hey, bitch, I don't like you lying to me and you're being racist." And then she went, "Yeah, you're right. It's a TV program." Go back and watch the video, man. It's obvious. So our country literally creates programs to cater to different people. That is no bullshit. I wanted to point that out, and it got out there. Okay, so back to Colin. Colin went ahead and sent me an email today with 5 RMA numbers. And he's gave me an option of what I can do with those numbers. Okay, and he's also gave me another option. He gave me 2 options. Were they fair? No. No, and not in my opinion. My opinion should be I shouldn't be out a dime of anything because it's a factory defect. It's not, warranties should not be for a factory defect. That should be a recall. Warranties should be for if something, basically there's a faulty part, just one part, or that part just happened to be a bad part. And that somebody's gonna say, "Well, that's a factory defect." No, that would be, we're talking about a one-off situation. A factory defect is something that needs to be recalled, is something that has failed over and 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 over. It's a copycat failure. That's a recall. That should be a factory defect. That is a problem. That should be pulled off the shelf, pulled back into the damn company, whatever you want to call it, and it needs to be taken care of. And basically, what I told him was I gave him a counter offer, which is, and I told you guys this, hey, so if he plays his cards right and he's a smart man, he'll do the right thing. But basically, I was like, Colin, I got $626 invested in just sending the amps in, with an amp that I had to buy to replace one that blew up in order to play the system. Now, I could play it on my amp, but the problem is playing it on my amp is I'm not wearing my shit out to get blown up beside of one of these other ones and cause my stuff to blow up. That's not what I'm going to do. I wanted to put that equipment in to see how long it would last. Now, the Amp Lab equipment, Colin did say that he had an inductor issue. I get that. But if you call right now and you try to order a PL3000, you're going to get a trash amp. He told me in this email he doesn't have any updated versions. He's getting some done, but he doesn't have any. That's fair. That sounds truthful. The problem with that is, Colin, why haven't you pulled them off the shelf? Why are you still trying to sell what you have? You can't do it that way. You have to fix it and then send it to the customer. Not sell it and let him go through what I'm going through. You can't just try to catch one person and try to. The only reason I'm getting any attention because the loudest bird gets the worm here. I was advised by an attorney, a damn good one, to make this, put it out there. That's what he told me to do, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Now, I told you guys, I said, if Colin plays his cards right with me, and I know a lot of people, if he plays his cards right, he'll do what I suggested. And I'm not going to say what that suggestion is. I'm just going to say you'll know what the outcome is if it goes the way it should go. But he did reach out, so I'll give the man credit. He did reach out. I'm sure the heat's on. I know the heat's on. I'm sure it's not that I think there is. It's on him for sure right now. He's in a bad position. So he has to make a business decision. He's got to make a decision that's not going to totally kill his pocketbook. But guys, this is what happens when you try to create small businesses that do not have the pocketbooks to support problems. If you're not insured, or if you're, trying to work the system, this is what happens. It's why I don't sell anything. No, I don't sell nothing. I've made that very clear from day one. I do not sell anything. Okay? I know somebody can get you whatever you want, but I do not sell anything. That's where that's a fine line. That's a fine line you walk down. He's walking that fine line of being a company and not being a company. And that puts you in you have to have some serious pocketbooks to get a business going. And you have to have some backing somewhere. Or you're going to end up losing everything you have. Or you can just shut down that one little company. It's no big deal. You just shut it down, and you just file bankruptcy, and that's the end of it. That's how it works. I've seen it done a million times. So I'm leaving it right now. I gave him my suggestion, and it's basically, hey man, you show me your cards, and then I'll determine whether I take this deal or not. I have made him an offer that, in my opinion, he would be foolish not to do. I mean, that's just my opinion. And I could make that go away really quick. You get what I'm saying? I can make this disappear really fast, but it's going to be in his court, guys. He did reach out. You could tell he wasn't happy about it. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat nothing. He wasn't being an asshole or nothing like that, but you can tell by the way somebody types up an email what's going on. I can read between the lines. And I think he sees my side as well as, yeah, this guy has spent a lot of money here and a lot of time, and people could have got hurt. And hey, I'm doing him a favor. It is doing him a favor for real. I hope he realizes that. I told him, I said, hey, dude, I'm not a bad guy, but what you have going on is a serious situation. It needs to be addressed, really. So I can work with you or I can work against you. That's your choice. That's kind of how it goes. But anyway, guys, I hate to rattle on. I just want to show you what I was doing here. I'll put these in the car, wire them up on them little Jensens. And I got some other cool stuff that came in. I'm going to go ahead and build that and put it together. I've already tested it. It's cool as shit. And I'm going to put that in the car. I just need to build some stuff and get it in the car. That did show up today, and I did some testing with it today in the car. And it's killer. I think it's killer. But just thought I'd share with you what I plan on doing here. I'm not saying I'm going to switch all the door speakers out. These are extras. Right there's another extra. These are the ones that I pulled out of here. You know, that's what's in here is the little shallows. That's what's in there. Same thing. But they're, like I said, they're brand new. But I like the way they sound. They're just a mid bass, and I want a little subwoofer type bass. You know, this bass right here is going to be have a lot more authority. Them are some cool little speakers, and I'll share with you where that comes from. And like I said, I got to get my, and I'll share where I'm getting other equipment from. I got other equipment that's come in. I haven't done any videos on it, but the equipment that I'm getting is killer stuff. And no, it's not from eBay's and all that junk. No, I'll share where that comes from. It's a cool spot. But anyway, I'm getting some really nice equipment at killer deals, and this is vintage shit. And I'm buying it up, man. You guys take care. Have a good day. And I'll keep you informed of what goes on with the surge situation. And like I said, I basically made the man a deal. He needs to take the deal. That's if he don't, it's just going to get rougher for him. That's why I hadn't done a video as far as any more cutting up videos, because I'm giving him an opportunity to make this right, and it's up to him to make that decision. And hopefully we'll see if he's learned from business decisions, if he knows how to make a good business decision. You guys take care and have a good day. See you.